Next on Action News, it's one city with different beliefs.
I think there is a place for public prayer.
Tonight, prayers may be answered over the city council's fight for faith.
Could the key to losing weight be in your nose?
I lost definitely 5 pounds.
8 pounds.
Action News uncovers a secret smell that helps shed the pounds.
A family is taunted after losing their dog to a sneak attack.
It was horrible. He got him. He was like, kept him in his mouth for 2 hours. It was horrible.
Plus, details of a change in the pursuit to keep you safe.
And a nasty West Side restaurant shut down so fast the roaches didn't know what hit them.
Live from Fox 30, this is Action News at 10. Coverage you can count on in high definition.
First on Fox, answers tonight in the fight over faith.
After months of debate, the Jacksonville City Council has a plan to include multiple faiths in its pre-meeting prayer. Carl Torp is live on the Action Cam on the South Side. And Carl, the prayer issue has come under fire recently.
And City Council is making sure its new plan for prayer is opening the doors to all religions. A show of faith in so many ways. And all these religions are welcomed under this one roof. City Hall.
I think there is a place for public prayer.
City Council President Jack Webb is trying to put an end to the recent fuss over faith by inviting leaders of all different religions to lead a prayer before every City Council meeting.
We're going to rotate. We're simply going to rotate.
So theoretically, a Catholic priest may lead prayer one week, followed by a Baptist minister or a Jewish rabbi.
I think that public prayer, respectful public prayer, is an opportunity for us to come to know each other as residents of the city.
The ruckus over religion was spotlighted when Dr. Parvez Ahmed was nominated to the Human Rights Commission. The college professor, a Muslim, was asked to pray to his God in front of City Council during his confirmation process.
If it was up to me, I would probably decide for a moment of silence and let people pray the way they want to pray, or not pray if they choose not to pray.
But silence is not the top option right now.
I think that we already are isolated from one another in our community. I think that a moment of silence just further isolates us.
So whatever your religion, City Council is making space for your faith. This plan now goes into effect the next City Council meeting that's going to be July 27th. Jack Webb is now working with the General Counsel's office to work out the details, but he says there is legal precedence for this sort of prayer. Reporting live tonight from the South Side, I'm Carl Torp, Fox 30 Action News.
Carl, thanks. Other cities in Florida are also in the hot seat when it comes to prayer at city meetings. The group Atheists of Florida is suing the city of Lakeland because of the use of the name Jesus Christ in a prayer. We'd like to know what you think. Do you support prayer at city council meetings if led by leaders of different faiths? Take our web poll at actionnewsjax.com. It is there in the middle of the screen.
There's sad news tonight for members of a local church. The pastor, who was hit by a car this past weekend, passed away late this afternoon. Pastor Brian Turner had been in a coma since Saturday. Turner was hit by a car while walking with a church bus handing out pamphlets for a Bible school. The family is expected to release a statement tomorrow, but the community is already coming forward to let their voices be heard. Jimbo writes in, "My condolences to his friends and family." Another viewer writes, "Reach one more for Jesus. Brian truly lived that. No doubt he is with the Lord, but my heart hurts for his wife and children." You can leave your thoughts and prayers for Brian Turner on actionnewsjax.com. Just click on the comment link. You'll find it under your community. The rain and lightning pulling farther away from North Florida tonight, but cleanup is now underway.
Yeah, it is. Intense lightning lit up the skies around Jacksonville this afternoon. At the storm's peak, we saw 3,000 lightning strikes every 10 minutes. One of those strikes knocked down this tree in Arlington. The tree missed the house, but made a mess there in the front yard. And power was knocked out in some parts of town. Blinking traffic lights made things a little tougher for drivers. Team coverage begins tonight with Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish in the First Alert Weather Center.
And all storms have indeed ended now. First Alert Doppler HD not showing any rain over northeastern Florida and southeast Georgia. It's actually helped cool things off kind of nicely. It's already down to 74 degrees. Won't move a whole lot more for the rest of the night tonight, but the temperatures are much milder than they've been the last few nights. And roads are now drying out. It will be a dry morning commute, although there'll be maybe a little bit of standing water here and there where it rained real heavily this afternoon. Temperature early tomorrow morning will be at 76. Expect a partly sunny sky. We're not quite done with the showers and storms, but there's a pattern change that'll be evolving, and it starts tomorrow and will continue into the weekend. I'll have the first alert details in just a few minutes.
Jacksonville's electric authority has been working hard trying to restore power to more than 9,000 families after today's storms. Now that number is down to just a few dozen. But in some neighborhoods, the power is the least of their worries. Our team coverage continues now with Action News' Catherine Varnum. And Catherine, there is quite a bit of cleanup underway tonight in Arlington.
That's right, Paige. A tree has completely taken over someone's front yard. You can see all the branches right there just laying on the ground. But if we take a look up further here, you can see a lightning struck that went right through the middle of that tree. Terry Keel came home to quite a mess.
The tree exploded, which is, yeah, that's pretty much what it did.
A lightning strike went right down the middle of the tree in her yard. Now debris is everywhere.
And then I've got pieces of my tree across the street in my neighbor's house over there.
The neighbor's pool.
And in my other neighbor's pool, so it just literally exploded and kind of flew everywhere.
So you're safe, huh?
Her neighbor heard the loud noise, but didn't realize what happened outside her front door.
A loud boom followed by this visual here.
Throughout the area, rain pounded roadways as drivers dealt with blinking traffic lights from power outages. Lightning lit up the skies. Loud booms of thunder filled the air. But back in Arlington, city crews worked quickly to get these branches out of the road. And this isn't the first time a bad storm has given Keel a headache.
The last time we were lucky, and it missed the house by, what, 9 inches?
Something like that.
Yeah, so I'm just relieved that it didn't hit the house, because especially as big as that was.
Now, luckily, no one was driving through the street here when some of those branches came down, because they did end up in the street. And the homeowner here tells me she already has someone lined up to come and clean up the mess tomorrow. We're live in Arlington tonight. I'm Catherine Varnum, Fox 30 Action News.
All right, Catherine, and when weather happens in your neighborhood, make sure you send us pictures. This picture of a rainbow was sent in today by Beth Ennis in Blackshear, Georgia. And check out this bird on the pier while the skies were clear. You can upload your own pictures by logging on to actionnewsjax.com. Just look for the See It, Snap It, Send It link on the left-hand side of the screen.
The beginning of the end of the spill could be near. Tonight, the cap on top of the broken well in the Gulf has stopped the leak for now. This is a live look underwater at that well. BP executives are expecting to know more about the effort within the next 48 hours as engineers perform tests on that new cap. It's only meant to be a temporary fix until a permanent plug is injected underground. BP cautions, though, that the flow of oil could return again.
A heartbreaking story tonight out of St. Simon's Island. They'd been together for more than 6 decades, and they died together, trapped inside an elevator in their home. 90-year-old Sherwood Wadsworth and his 88-year-old wife Caroline were found yesterday. A concerned delivery man called police after seeing their newspapers pile up outside their front door. Firefighters had to break in their home. They found the two dead in their elevator. Investigators think they'd been trapped in there for at least 4 days with no food or water or help. Their son told Action News he always knew his parents would go together, but he didn't expect them to go like this.
That's the part that, bothers me the most is, they had to know what was happening at some point.
The Wadsworths had been married for 68 years. The family said they still adored each other. Sherwood still brought his wife flowers each and every day.
Well, a local woman was blindsided by 2 men she trusted to get the job done. She thought they were helping to repair her faulty roof. Instead, they were plotting to steal her precious keepsakes. Chauncey Glover is live on the action cam at JSO tonight. And Chauncey, she never really saw this coming.
Unfortunately, she did not, Mark. Now, when you see this story, you're going to ask yourself, who would want to take advantage of such a sweet lady? But police say there are those criminals out there who are just waiting and preying on that sweetness. And now JSO investigators are searching for the thieves who came into this woman's home while she was in it and stole some of her most precious memories. And this lady is being such a good sport today with this issue. The only reason why she went on camera with us this evening is because she says she wanted someone else to see this story and learn from her mistake. She says she's also still working with investigators who are also working with local pawn shops to keep an eye out for that jewelry in case someone tries to pawn it. We're live from downtown tonight. I'm Chauncey Glover, Fox 30 Action News.